Come on. Jeez. I feel like an idiot. I didn't set the mic settings correctly. It's my fault for not double-checking that. God, I hate technology sometimes. Okay, anyways. Well, damn, now I feel like... I almost hate to do this. I'm gonna do that cutscene again. Because my mic being off, you can't hear my lovely voice acting when I do it. So, we're gonna call that a mulligan. It's alright, yeah, no. This is not the first time I've had issues with mics acting up. Anyways, let's try that again. Glamorgen 184 AS. The United Margravites of Glamorgen is a coalition of territories that seceded from Tartaros nearly 200 years ago. It is Tartaros' southernmost bordering neighbor, and their relations have historically been, at best, tense. Glamorgen does not share Tartaros' animosity towards so-called heresy. They have, in the past, granted asylum to refugees. At present, the theocracy and the Union maintain an uneasy peace, not having warred for the last 2 decades. How many times have I gone hunting in this forest? Now I'm the one being hunted, and who knows when I'll see these woods again. Do not lose hope. The time of your return will come. And this time, your brother will be healthy. Gee, how encouraging of you. You don't need to lay it on that thick, you know. You got me already. You can stop with the manipulation tactics. Think of me what you will. You are doing the right thing. That is just the truth. If you say so. Kyra, you hear all the rustling? It's driving the folks nuts, and I'll admit, me too. There's always rustling in the woods, Redbeard. Don't get antsy. We need to stick together.
Are you certain you know where we are going, Dame Kyra?
Please, I know this forest like the palm of my hand. I don't usually stray this far, but I know which direction the border is. If we keep going this way, and we'll be at the bank of the Limousin. Then we'll just have to make our way downstream to the frontier.
And you can assure me that the rustling is no cause for concern?
Unless you're afraid of boars, no. Although you should be. If we find a boar, be sure not to... Kyra, this is too much noise for animals in the wilderness. And how would you know it? Wait, I think I hear it too now. Metal clanking.
Confound it! They found us!
What? There's no way they managed to set up an ambush already. These woods are large, and we could have headed in any direction. True, but the Grand Inquisitor is unlikely to have been resting on her laurels. No doubt she placed a price on our heads before we even left that fort. That would prompt many to scour the forest, seeking our trail. Yeah, got to be bounty hunters, desperate enough to blindly search the woods. Looks like it's their lucky day, or unlucky.
Let us make it their most unfortunate. To battle, Dame Kyra!
I'll stick to the back and keep our things in Eli safe.
And I shall do the same.
I doubt these morons are in their element out here. Let's ensnare them in their own web, people. Okay, for real this time. Time for the char. Mike Schroeder, good luck, Zane. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, so, anyways. I actually did all my preps off screen for this chapter. Just for the sake of helping keep the video flowing at a reasonable pace. So, we won't have to deal with any messing around with too much messing around with setting our formations up. So let's go to the camp real quick and get our daily dose of base conversations. Right. First off, Eupraxia, I believe this is. Ah, our leader. Have I introduced myself to you yet? My name is Eupraxia. I shall lend a hand for the time being. Oh no, one shady old woman is quite enough, thanks. You're going to explain what your deal is, or I'm kicking you out. My, how rude. I'll have you know there isn't that much to me. I have lived a life of solitude in the forest. I grew tired of it, however. I have decided to shake the cobwebs off and spread my wings anew. I do not believe that's a crime. You joined an army to spread your wings? Well, you'll be moving about quite a bit, no? Come on, you're a skilled mage. Powerful mages don't just grow on trees. My studies into anima yielded such a side effect indeed. It has come in handy, but that is all it is. And you lived right next to the brigands' fort? So much for solitude. What's up with that? Ah, yes, those rapscallions. I was already there when they occupied the fort. They tried to rob me one time. Truly adorable. I tried to go easy on them, the poor kids. Is that all, my dear? I hope I have cleared all of your doubts. No? That's too bad. Alright. That's cute. Hestia, you have something for us. Kyra, glad you decided to swing by. You know, you're in luck. How do you figure? Before our paths collided, I was busy on with a personal project. I was making a special bow, just for the fun of it. But now I have the perfect person to give it to. Consider it a token of my gratitude for taking us in and dealing with Perry's nonsense. Well, I do appreciate your group's help, Pericles included. He may be a bit difficult, but I can tell his heart's in the right place. Yeah, he's come a long way. What do you mean? Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about him behind his back. Anyway, the bow's not ready yet, but it shouldn't take me too long. It'll probably be good to shoot before we cross the border. Make sure to come fetch it as soon as you can. I have a bad tendency to misplace things. If you don't come get the things I make for you, I may lose them. I'll, keep that in mind. Thanks a lot, Hestia. Okay, so we're not getting it just yet, but that item is actually quite useful, if I remember correctly. If I'm correct about what it is, I guess. Alright.
You heard what they say? We might leave Tartaros entirely. Give your advice, guys. I think we should stick with him, but...
Well, let's just split up and stick around on our own. Tartaros has treated us so very well, after all. Definitely worth wasting this opportunity to stay here. He's saying he agrees, and I agree too. Working with these guys is way better than banditry.
Good. I figured. I just wanted to run it by you. You believe this, guys? We might get to wipe the slate clean. We ain't criminals in Glamorgen. We're just us. Could be a good chance to start over. You never know.
Guess we'll have to make a name for ourselves again. Soon their locks will all know about the extraordinary Lopez's skills. Their merchants will know of Tough Fango's battering ram arms. No pockets left unpicked. No skulls left uncracked.
Damn donkeys, both of you. Do you have flea drool for brains? We try anything, the runt'll turn us into pincushions.
Wait, but boss, you mean to say we'll have to...
Sorry, boys, but I'm afraid so. We will have to go clean.
What? But what'll I do then? I don't know how clean people work. Yeah, we know, believe me. Hey, what's that supposed to... But boss, all I know is how to hit people really hard. You imagine me working as a barkeep or something?
Calm down, you fools. For now, let's keep giving it all for the runt. That's worked so far. Something tells me she's just gonna keep getting into trouble.
Yeah, but that ought to work. I'll repossess so many riches in our employer's name. Pummel all of our enemies into the ground.
Ah, heck, what am I gonna do with you two? I can't even stay mad at ya. Come on, group hug.
Group hug. Group hug it is.
That's cute. I like these guys. And they get luck +2 for all that, which doesn't really mean all that much for them. Their luck was already kind of bad, but oh well, it's a nice bonus. And then we go up here. And talk to, I think this is Agari. Yeah, looks like I got... Oh, no, it's Glaucus. Well, it's happened just as you predicted. We're leaving Tartaros.
It was a pretty safe bet. Glamorgen, right? That's the right call. The place is beautiful this time of year, and you won't find any Inquisition sympathizers there. I'd have a mind to desert and make my way there myself.
How convenient for you that we showed up then.
You said it.
So I guess you'll only accompany us as far as Glamorgen?
Who knows? The future is not written. I figure I'll stick with you for a while, as long as you stay there. I mean, I can't imagine you'd be stupid enough to want to return.
I suppose we'll see. Well, for the time being, welcome to the team. Oh, I don't think we've introduced each other before. I'm Kyra.
Glaucus, a pleasure.
Glaucus actually does have the capacity to leave your party, and it is actually beneficial that you do so. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Raleigh! We're going to Glamorgen now. Not even a moment's rest. You know, I spent 3 months as a knight in the Order. With you, I have spent 3 days. Take a guess where I've seen the most action. It almost makes me yearn for the days of pointless marching and training. I owe you, though, and unlike my former peers, I value loyalty. Let it be known that I did not ask for this, though. Well, too bad. You're stuck with us, Raleigh. At least you'll be nice and safe on the bench. Kyra, Uncle Ed says we have to go again. I'm really sorry, big guy, but we weren't safe there. We need to get out of the country, out of the Holy Knight's reach. It's alright, I get it. Don't worry about me. I'm ready to travel. Come on, Eli. Don't try to put on a strong face. You know you don't need to do that around us. I just don't want to worry Kyra. Are you truly able to march, Elias? Please, just be honest. I'll worry more if you aren't. I'm so sorry. I haven't been sleeping well. Damn. Chin up, both of ya. Long faces don't suit ya. When we get going, just hop on my back. I'll be your personal steed, Prince Eli. No, I don't want to give you trouble. Trouble? Come on, how weak do you think I am? Look at these bulging muscles. Oh, humph! Gah! Oh, my back. Ugh. Grow up, Redbeard. Just kidding, see? Fit as a butcher's dog. I'll carry ya to the ends of the earth ends of the world if I must. See, big guy? You don't need to worry about yourself. You couldn't cause nearly as much trouble for Redbeard as he can. Hey! Thanks. I'm lucky to have you both. Oh, I ain't used to that kind of sappy talk, you know that. These guys are fun. I like them. Like them quite a bit. Alright. So, anyways, this is what my party is looking like for this chapter. Yeah, like I said, I did all my preps off screen, so I think we are ready to get going. Glaucus I am not using, because his only real thing, the only real stat of note is his skill, which, to be honest, like, I mean, even then, Agari already has, I mean, it's more than Agari has, but she also has, like, better everything else, so, except maybe magic, I guess, but that's a moot point. Oop. Alright, so this, what was the mission objective here? Defeat boss. Okay. So that means we have to take out Irene here, a ruthless and greedy mercenary who will do anything for riches. She's got a freaking killing edge. That's always nice to see. And we also have this guy over here who looks suspicious. Pluto, a marksman of few words and fewer social skills. He's a recruitable, and we have to recruit him with a pate, so that's what we're going to be doing. In the meantime, I think my formation got screwed up because of the cutscene. That's a little annoying, actually, but we will make do. Yeah, I think this... I think this is a good formation for now. Alright. Let's save and get going. Alright. Okay, I am taking this sweatshirt off. It is too hot in here to be wearing it consistently. Alright. First order of business. There's a lot of archers around here. So I think we need to thin their ranks out. Let's see here. Agari. You don't quite kill from base. Phobos. You just delete this guy. Alright. Fine. Might as well. I don't see a reason not to. And level up for Phobos. HP, skill, speed. Alright. That is a solid level. I guess Kyra, you do well against these archers. So, you can go here. And 14... Nikolaus... 12. Okay. So, Kyra softens him up. So how are we doing today, chat? I am doing really well, because a friend of mine just came through with some artwork for characters for Darius the Conqueror, and I am very pleased with it, if I do say so myself. I'm really looking forward to continuing to work with her, because there's going to be a lot of characters who are going to be in need of designs for the project, and I think she does quality work. Okay, Begonia, Lopez, and Fungo. And then Apate, you can bring up the rear. Get to work making your way over to Pluto. You smell that, lads? That's what money smells like. We found the mongrels. You know what to do next. We get 1,000 gold for each head we place at the Grand Inquisitor's feet. Let's bring her enough that she'll be able to make herself a throne with them. Then we can make ourselves thrones made out of pure gold. Well, I'll be sitting pretty. Go, go, go. Up and at 'em. Alright. And now as we wait for the enemy phase, I'm practicing on making portraits myself. Nice, Matt. You may have to show me some of your stuff. I don't know where you frequent these days, but I would like to see some of what you do. Just for the heck of it. I'm guessing it's splices as of right now. Just splice smugs. My transplanted cornea hurts so badly today, sadly. Trying to distract myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Aesir. That sounds really unpleasant. Like, I cannot imagine what it's really like to have those kind of eye problems. But it does not sound like a particularly fun time. I mean, then again, any kind of surgery or whatever is usually not fun at all. Like, speaking from experience. Just a string of operations that got performed on me over the course of last year, and that was a difficult time. All right, Nikolaus. Okay. You can just pop these guys. Begonia, you stay by Lopez. Fungo, you stay by Lopez. And then... Agari, you're the one who needs kills. What are your ranks at? Okay, basically the same thing. Okay, let's see here. Phobos. And Eupraxia, bring up the rear. Kyra. You can come here and debate. Oop. Pluto. He's on the move. Gonna be on the move in a sec. Nice hammer. Guessing you don't hit a lot with it. Phobos has really been becoming quite the monster lately. Like, he's been doubling, he's got enough strength to consistently get kills, you know, even with a weak-ass iron sword. He's doing a good job. Ooh, Felbow. That target's magic. I don't know if it gets dropped by this particular enemy. I'm just using splice mugs from my ROM hack. I plan to use Lex Talionis engine with my own portions, but I'm looking for a Python educated programmer guide before I can get started. Yeah, Lex Talionis is... I wouldn't say it's super complicated to work with, but it probably is best that you have at least some programming knowledge before you make a serious attempt to get started on it. Okay. Let's see here. Let me think. How do I want to go about this? Pate's not in range to recruit Pluto just yet. So I think what we're going to do is have... I'm using the wrong Flux Tome. Have Hecate chip. Then have... Oh, you have a Slayer weapon. Horse Slayer. That's actually kind of irritating. Iron Axe to help with hit rates. Pluto and his pesky killer bow are going to make this an interesting, turn. Eupraxia, you go here. And then who needs experience on this side of the map? Well, I mean, Lopez, we can always use more coins, so... Oh, right, Felbow is 1 to 2 range. Completely forgot about that. And now for the tricky part, which is this guy has a sword, so... So Begonia and Fungo are not useful against him. HP and defense, that's not great, but we'll take it. Get the Zombato that we really don't need for this map. And then, okay, you, Mr. Mage, Begonia can equip her compacts and deal with you just fine, I think. And then meanwhile, I forgot that Phobos had the Lance Reaver. So we can stick him here. That was playing with fire, I will admit. That was probably not the smartest idea I could have gone for. Right. Agari gets HP, magic, speed, and defense. Not bad. Getting a lot more magic than I... Ooh, bolt axe. I didn't see that I was in range for that. I know Python well enough, but I'm currently really out of commission due to college and this transplant. Didn't know LT used Python. I mean, admittedly, like the actual building of events in Lex Talionis, I don't think it actually uses Python. I think it uses its own scripter language. Oh boy. Son of a bitch. No, please, I'll do anything. Alright, that's a reset. Not being able to get over to Pluto in time before he shoots our party members dead. That is irritating. Almost as irritating as not being able to get to that pesky... Horse Slayer mage. I think I have to play this a little bit more defensively than I was initially planning. So, yeah. Phobos, go here, heal up. I'm burning through these vulneraries much faster than I would care to admit. Nagari, you use hand axe to kill this guy. And that's gonna have to be as much ground as we gain over on that side. Pate heal Hecate so that she's not dying to random stuff. Alright. And then Lopez gets Lopez coin. Kyra get some chip. Done. Oh, that was it. Trading the decent level up he got last time for a bad one. Why am I not surprised? It's always how it goes with these freaking instances where you have to reset. Well, at least good old reliable Phobos is reliable as always. Nice shot, Begonia. Oh, fucking hell. I looked at chat. And Pluto decided that was a good time to crit. I'm so angry. I am so angry because I do not know how to get out of this situation. Because fucking Mr. Killing Bow asshole over here looks like he's just going to be a real fist up my ass. God damn. This is actually quite irritating. Trying to lock the fuck in. Pluto is one of those motherfucking trolls. Yeah, he certainly is. That's certainly what he's being right about now. Hanging just out of range with a fucking killer bow. This map isn't even... like, that difficult from the looks of it. Doesn't look like... Well, it does look like there's a few reinforcements, but they're relatively late showing up, so... Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna be holding the L button down. Alright. That's good. Alright, Pluto, please be nice. Oh, thank God. So much stupid. So much stupid just to get this asshole on my team. Alright. Talk. You smell the same as I do.
Do you mean to compare yourself to me? Foolish child. Cease the theatrics and loose your arrow.
Humph. I will not fire upon a hapless old lady. My bow cries for the blood of worthy foes. Yet my code of honor forbids this battle. Leave before it is too late for you.
Do you believe speaking like this makes you appear imposing? This world is filled with monsters under the guise of humans. Who are you in comparison to those who are truly wicked? A wailing babe, fresh out of a womb, yearning for greatness.
Your tongue is as sharp as your blade.
Vexatious imbecile, I do not wield a blade. But I will knock the panache out of you with my staff if I must.
You are a worthy opponent after all. I am bested. I am Pluto. Bid me turn my bow to your defense, and I shall.
Fascinating. I will take you up on your offer. However, make no mistake. I am not the one being defended. It is you whose life is being saved. Prove to me why this shadowed soil should not be your grave.
Okay. We finally got that asshole on our team. The parts that annoyed me in this map were Pluto and the angelic robe loser in the bottom right. Oh, right, yeah, because this guy right here, who is kind of hard to reach if you're, because the boss moves well, the boss is more likely to move well before he does. Yeah, that is actually quite a nuisance. Okay. Alright, anyways, let's talk about our new team member. Pluto. He has a lot of speed and skill starting out. He has gross R 30 strength, 55 magic, 60 skill, 50 speed, 30 luck, 20 defense, 20 res, and 80 HP. Pluto is a unit I have mixed feelings about because he's important to train because he's necessary to recruit a character in another chapter. But he also, kind of, oh, this guy has a sword reaver. But he's also, like, a weirdly kind of underpowered unit. Part of that being that, that we're going to get a pre-promoted sniper in, I think, 2 chapters, or closer to 3, who, just kind of mogs the hell out of him in terms of stats. So exactly how worth training he is pretty debatable. But he is useful for luring this particular fighter out. So I guess that's one thing we're going to have to do with him. I can you bring up the rear. Okay, and then this side. This side's actually kind of tricky. Compact Axe, Lance Reaver. Okay. Well, that uncomplicates things a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Fungo is not in range to deal with any of this. Oh, come on, Lopez. You could have dodged that easily. Alright, skill, speed, and luck. That's about what I expected. Not necessarily what I need, but we'll make do for now. I think I'm just going to have Fungo and Begonia block this section of the map off as best they can. Although, Lopez Con, 6, 8, okay. That's not enough to get him out of range. That was... I think we may be resetting soon. Missed out on Pluto because I didn't train this try-hard loser. Yeah. Or you mean, Plato, yeah. I mean, Plato is really not worth the trouble, but, like, you know, I am trying to get everyone because I want to see all the base conversations, so... Okay. God damn it. Yeah. After all that trouble. This has just been a real comedy of errors this entire time. Hecate, you not there. You go here. And Pluto. Alright, Fungo, Begonia. You go here. This freaking poison sword is completely useless. I do not understand why Rubenio felt the need to give Lopez that. At least he got strength this time. That is always good to see. As, especially given how rare it tends to be. Alright, rescue. Take, drop. Alright. I should have equipped an axe there. Would have been better to face that guy with. Yeah. Nice bolt axe, jackass. Thank you kindly for your attempts at knocking. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Okay, Pate, you need to start going south because Kyra is in danger. She needs health. Okay, we'll put you on the... Okay, you just doubled this guy. Nice job. Magic, speed, luck, and defense. That's not exactly the most optimal level. Poison sword deals 2. I do not understand why Lopez needed to have this poison sword. It is very not useful on him. I mean, we are still getting coins, so guess I can't complain too much. Iron Blade. Oh, you have a Devil Sword. That might be a little scary to take hits from, but oh well. Okay. Gary. This pesky Sword Reaver guy. I think we're gonna have Agari be the one to take him on. And that puts him in range of the archer, which, oh well. You know what, Pluto? I think I will. Well, I think I will try and feed you at least a couple of kills, just so you're competent. It is kind of worth my while to do that. Alright. And Cairo, you go here. Alright. Irene.
What in tarnation? They're mowing us down! The heck are you doing, lads? Charge! I want everyone chasing them down pronto.
Alright, I'm guessing that just sets everyone's AI to aggressive. Alright. Agari, level up. HP, magic, skill, and luck. Everyone's getting magic that they really don't need. Can't take as much advantage of as they should be able to. Oh. And of course Agari is going to take a bunch of damage when Napate's nowhere near her. Oh boy. Bogey's coming up behind us. Okay. Alright, Phobos, get in there. Deal with this guy. Alright, level up. Already level 10, and he gets defense. B. Kairos. Oh, right, Sword Reaver. In that case, Hecate. I think you will go here. HP, magic, and res. The continued adventures of Hecate gaining just all the magic in the world, becoming strong enough to one-shot some of the weaker enemies. I didn't see what Kairos got there for a level. You know, even though I like Swordmasters and their agility, they don't have the devastating capabilities to tank the defensive capabilities to tank one or two devastating hits. Even Realm struggles with that. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the big problem with Swordmasters, is that they, you know, they're a little squishy. You know, not embarrassingly so, but, you know, enough that it is a problem for them. I think Eupraxia, I'm going to have you stay behind and deal with this. Well, up. Press the button too soon. Pate! Like, Swordmasters are honestly kind of a unit that's more just there, you know, for the sake of you having fun with gambling for crits. Okay. So, Nicholas has been proving himself quite useful in these early chapters. I can only hope that I will continue to have space for him on my team going forward. Iron... No, steel swords. Ooh. Fungo, Begonia, and Lopez, I guess you can just... this way. Alright, Lopez. Alright, Mr. Devil Sword. I really wish you hit yourself there. That would have saved me a lot of trouble. Can some be mitigated with rune swords and skills? Yeah, it depends. Explosive CPU candidate. Hello, Zane. Hi. Your username is too long and complicated for me to pronounce. I'm sorry. Okay. Now this gets a little interesting. Because we have Killing Edge Pest. And I don't really feel like I want to gamble with that, but I would like this Angelic Robe here. So, Phobos, I guess you can go this a ways. Beep. Fango, I'd really love to give you a level up, but your hit rate against this guy... oh, 73 is not too bad. Why the heck not? HP, magic, skill, and speed. Good grief. What is with all the characters who do not need magic getting magic? I mean, I guess Fango can use magic at a certain point. I mean, I do not believe that warriors really needed tome access in this hack, if I'm being real, but, you know, it is a thing they can do. Oops. I'm pressing buttons too quick again. Alright. Alright. Eupraxia successfully gets a kill. Nikolaus. Phobo's actually kind of... So what I think I'm gonna do is have Kyra pick this guy off. Pluto, what's your luck looking like? 2. That's gross. I'll put you here, just for the sake of you being out of the way. And then I think the only recourse we have is to hope that she does not crit any of our Skrunklies. And Dagari, you can go here with your Iron Sword equipped. This for me is Ryan. Oh, hey, Ryan! It's been a while. I have not seen you in a long time. Oh, now you've done it. I never liked you anyway. Get ready to die. My code of honor prevents me from fighting women. Good. Sit still and let me tear you limb from limb. I can't let myself be killed. Not yet. Gah, I almost pity these guys. You're their problem now. If any of you survive my rage, that is. Okay. Alright, we survived. We survived Hurricane Irene here. So. Nice. But it is nice to hear from you, Ryan, you know. Even though we don't exactly talk much these days. Okay. Now. So the map ends as soon as we beat the boss. I would like... Okay, I am going to want to do some EXP cleanup. So Eupraxia can wipe this guy out. That's 1. Hecate. You just straight up one-shot. Kairos, you double. Phobos is not close enough. And Kyra is not capable of one-rounding him. Damn. No shove on infantry units is actually really irritating. Alright. You know what? Pluto, I think I'm just going to have you go for crit. And failed to get it, but you do get a level up. Alright, magic. Wow, damn. Everything, pretty much everything but strength. Jeez. He is putting the work in. Alright. Okay, Ponte gets speed. That's nice. Hecate, I think I'm just going to have you wipe this guy out. You have a Lance Reaper. So, Iron Axe it is. Okay, Phobos, you... This guy has an Iron Axe. Alright, you go here. Kyra. I'll have you just take a pot shot at the boss. Hey, you're the one giving orders to this lot, right? There's a price on all your heads, you know, but... Tell you what, we're both reasonable adults. The Inquisition only really cares about the heretic. Let me grab her, nice and easy, and you get to take home a part of the reward. Thanks, but I'll pass. You'll pass? What kind of mercenary are you? I don't betray allies of mine for money. I see what my mistake was. You ain't no adult, you're just a kid. In that case, take a good look. This is what a real merc looks like. Is that so? I better start calling myself something else then. Gah, you're so annoying. You asked for it. Time to die. Alright. Take a nice pot shot. I've mostly been doing shit from trying to find a job, to watching various YouTube channels, interacting with people on Discord, playing games, watching anime, etc. It's good to hear that you're doing well, Ryan. I've been trying to find a job for myself, and search has not been going great. What a motley crew. It's so cute. I'll show you what a real merc band looks like. Okay, I guess that's all we can really do at this point. Alright, please. Oh, come the fuck on! Perhaps this is what I deserve. A messy end and a shallow grave. No, Apate, you're a game over condition, so we are not taking that lying down. Damn. Phobos. These freaking pesky forest tiles. Steel bow. God damn. I mean, I guess Nikolaos can gamble with a hit. That's not really a thing I want to do. Pray to RNGesus. Oh. God, what is it with this fucking chapter? I don't... Like... I'll be honest, like, a lot of these early game maps have been kicking my ass. To Kingdom coming back. Alright, Kyra. Alright, Glass, this is an easy enough layup. Nope. Not happening. If only I really knew how to manipulate RNG to work in my favor, but I just don't. Man. Fudge. Currently, I've been playing through Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Oh, nice. Fantastic game, by the way. I don't know... Shin Megami Tensei has never really looked like my cup of tea, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Bah. Alright. This is gonna get... This is gonna get interesting. Alright. Alright, Nicholas, I'm going to give you one more chance. It would be hype as hell if you got this. I believe in you. Yes! Fuck your house. Okay. The only thing, though, is that doing that means I am no longer in range with anybody to fight this boss. So, I may have to tank another hit. Alright. Please. Irene, please be kind. Yeah, we already saw this.
I hate bosses with killer weapons. I hate enemies having killer weapons. Oh my god, I feel like I'm in a fucking 76 Gamer Rage compilation.
Short of breaking my goddamn controller, I might as well be. Damn it. Okay. So we're gonna have to try and do the Hail Mary with fucking what's his name yet again. God damn. Nope. Okay, that time was just me being stupid. Do I bother with this fucking angelic robe? I don't really see much of a reason to, but it's a stat booster, and stat boosters are nice, and god damn it. Kyra, you really couldn't have gotten just one more point of speed. You could probably double... Alright, I'm gonna try wiggling arrows here. Wish I actually knew. Nope. Motherfucker. I think I may just have to go... Yep. Alright, fuck it. I am... You know what? No. Mama didn't raise no quitters. I am mad, insane, like that one Beast in Black song, crazy, mad, insane, out of my brain, and I am gonna do this shit, even if it kills me. Damn it. How much RNG do I have to manipulate to get this to work? Also been binging anime series like the Fate series and Gundam, both of which are peak. Oh. I have, you know, I mean, Fate has actually been on my hit list, like, at least a couple of them. Personally, I want to start with Fate Stay, the original Studio Dean Fate Stay Night. Mostly just for... Okay, I am... Work smarter, not harder. I am going to try and get Pluto out of enemy range. At least a little bit. Alright, magic and speed, whatever. Please just... Alright, come on. Yeah, hit me over the head with your fucking axe. I don't care. Do not crit me. Thank God. Holy hell, that was a saga and a half getting that to... If that hit me, I would have fucking punched a hole through my computer screen. Alright. Last minute cleanup, and then we are getting the hell out of here. Thank you, Eupraxia. Your first level up is... HP Magic Skill. Okay, that's a solid first shot. Alright. Kyra, do the honors. Alright, HP skill. Oh man. Would have loved it if she got speed, but that was not a bad level up. Not at all. Okay, so I can set up a triangle attack, I think. No, I can't. I can maybe set up a triangle attack by going after... Yes, this guy. Ooh, I feel so tricksy and sneaksy. And then... Lopez can come in and go gaming. Hehehe, boy. Free coin, free crit, free EXP. Alright, Phobos. Nicholas. Okay. Pate. Heal me, please. And then Pluto. I think you need to crit. I'd really rather... I guess Kairos can soften her up. Yeah. Alright. Pluto, get us out of this fucking chapter, please. No pain, no gain. Ugh. Alright, she's dead. Thank God. Okay, Pluto, impress me. Magic, skill, and defense. And HP, I guess. Alright, we're done. Well, if I hadn't already made my choice, I would have made it now. This is going to be our life until things change, isn't it? And these are just the small fishes. As we continue to defy the theocracy, they will attack us with greater strength. You know, in another life, I might have been the knife hunting you down. What is the point of this line of conversation, Kyra? We're clearly going to be stuck together for a while. Is it so bad to try to get along? We are likely to be found by more hunters if we linger in the woods. I believe you said the border is not too far off. Yeah, I get it. Come on, this way. Okay, that map was a chore. Like, the shitty part was it wasn't actually, like, that poorly designed a map in terms of, like, enemy layouts. It was mostly just fucking killer weapons. You really need to be careful with giving your enemies those, Rubenio. That was a trip and a half. A lot of dislike for the original Dean Stay Night isn't really all that well reasoned, IMO, since the series is very well liked in Japan, and Nasu in the added sections Nasu also liked. Well, I mean, as far as, like, Dean Stay Night goes, I'm told that it is probably, like, it's the only adaptation of the actual Fate Stay Night original route. And, like, there's some people out there who say it's probably, like, the best place to start. Like, Fate Zero is the one that everyone heaps praise on, but it's a prequel and is probably better off watched after you've done Dean Stay Night. So that's probably what I would do. It's just that, you know, there's a lot to Fate, and I don't know if I could ever bother with, like, trying to get into the whole franchise. But, you know, Dean Stay Night and Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works are probably what I would be most interested in. I don't know if I'd need to go beyond that. Alright. That chapter is done. And now it's time for Chapter 7, Bridge to Freedom. Now, this is an interesting map that I actually am looking forward to playing.
Finally! I was sick of pulling tiny branches out of my hair.
We are closer to the border than I had anticipated. You have a keen sense of direction, Dame Kyra.
In return, will you please stop calling me Dame Kyra?
Oh, forgive me. I lived my entire life in the capital, you see, and...
Not used to mingling with the common crowd, eh?
Ah, come on, don't make that face, old boy.
Remind me to buy you a drink when we get to Glamorgen.
I'll teach you a little bit of common etiquette.
That would be nice, actually.
And with that riveting topic covered, let's talk about getting out of here. All we have to do is cross the river and we're good, right?
Be that it were so simple, but I sincerely doubt it will be. Look, they await us.
Enemies. That's a lot of soldiers.
The twin bridges were projected as the first line of defense against Glamorgen. The Border Watch will surely have been warned of our approach. They will welcome us as they would a platoon of southern invaders.
On top of that, just crossing the bridges won't be enough. Tartaros actually has a tiny bit of territory past the river. Nothing to write home about, but they got a fort with its own garrison and all. It was all strong-armed from Glamorgen in their last war. Way I've been told, they refused to return it at the end. A symbol of the Theocracy's unstoppable will. Anything they desire is theirs. As if to say, we are not beaten. This peace, it is us that grant it to you.
Cutting the history lesson short, what that all means is... we must cross the bridges, survive the enemy onslaught, and seize the fort to prevent their pursuit.
Sounds simple enough. The bridges were built to be easily defended, but from Glamorgen, not escapees on the inside. Besides, we've not come this far to fall at the doorstep of our goal. Let's go, everyone. We'll prove that Tartaros' will isn't unstoppable. Okay. And with that out of the way, do I dare field Pluto? I don't know, because I'm trying to think who I would bench from this starting squad. Because honestly, they've all been performing reasonably well. I guess while I think about it, I'll go to base camp. Base camp. Alright. Let's talk to these folks here. You overhear a conversation between your allies. May the Mother's mercy be upon us. Amen.
Thank you for attending to us in such short order, Father.
No worries. It was my pleasure. I don't get to flex my priestly muscle much around here. Aw, man. Here I thought I wouldn't have to go to mass while we're traveling. Turns out we have a church on the go. Thanks a lot, Father.
Don't be so rude, Agariste. Father Kairos has graciously done us a favor. Thanks to him, we won't miss our daily prayer. Show him some gratitude, would you?
Don't yell at me. I get it.
Forgive me. Well, well, certainly you understand that I only...
Alright. Thanks, Father Kairos. I mean, for real this time. A squire of the Holy Knights, so slipshod in her faith? That's not something you see every day.
Pray excuse her, Father. She is young, and...
On the contrary, I'd like to know more. Why did you join the Holy Knights, Agariste?
That's none of your business.
Well, I guess that's true, yes. Say, Sir Pericles, I've got my flask of blessed water. Could you fetch it for me? It's in my tent.
Certainly, Father. One moment.
That dad of yours is so easy. It's got to do with him, doesn't it?
He was barely ever home. His duties kept him. So I figured if he won't come home, I'd go with him.
Some would call that a disnoble reason to join the Holy Knights. But I am not so rigid. I do not know you two, Agari, but I can tell you one thing already. He's trying, and so are you. It's rather heartwarming, in a way.
I guess it would be, huh?
Pardon me, Father. I could not find it.
Oh, turns out it was in my back pocket. How airheaded of me. 1,000 apologies.
Please, it's not a problem. Well, now that the prayer is done, I shall take our leave. It's time for our training session, Agariste. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. I'm totally gonna beat you today.
That is the spirit I want to see.
They're trying, that's for sure. I wonder what it took for them to realize they won't have one another forever. Agari gets defense. That's nice. Brings it up to 8. Not amazing, but every little bit helps. Estia, you're just in time, Kyra. I was just putting the final touches on this beauty. I call it Maelstrom, the bow of 1,000,000 arrows. Whoa, I can feel the power pulsating from it. I was trying to enhance the range of a regular bow. Used a little bit of magic. I think I overdid it a mite. Not only does it fire further, it fires 1,000,000 magic arrows with one pull of the string. But that's insane. I'll take that as a compliment, but really it's not all great. For one, it doesn't really fire 1,000,000 arrows. Just enough for a couple volleys before the enemy knows what's what. Also, I had to haphazardly infuse a ton of magic power into the poor thing. And now, well, it's difficult just to lift it. Give it a try. Oof! You weren't kidding. Feels like it's trying to jump out of my hands. I wouldn't recommend being caught holding it. Wouldn't recommend being caught in its sights, either. High risk, high reward, I guess. I can't wait to give it a shot. Pun very much intended. Thanks a lot, Hestia. Give him hell, girl. And we get Maelstrom. This is Kyra's perf, and rather than just being a rapier clone, it's a magic weapon that is brave and has a range of 3. Oh, it's only 3 range, not 2 to 3 range like the longbow. I wonder if that's a change that Rubenio made in a patch update, because I don't recall it being locked to 3 range. Anyways, let's talk to these guys over here. Conversation between our allies. Fight day in, fight day out. Death marches whenever we're not fighting. I'm exhausted. Tell me about it. This group is completely bonkers. Heretic doing her thing with priests and knights. Mercenaries fighting together with brigands. Seriously, those brigands took me captive. They came to capture them, freed me, and then... suddenly we're recruiting the scum. Who does that? Well, you're thinking real hard about this, huh? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I try not to overthink stuff so much. It's better to just go with the flow, you know? I must say, it's worked out for me. So far, I prefer this group to my previous one. Just a tad. I am so happy for you. Drink rum, hack and slash, soldier on. That's my mantra. You should take a page from my book, pal. The latter two I get, but drink rum? What? I happen to like rum. Is that illegal? No, but getting drunk before a battle is a really bad idea. Says you. For me, it helps. Gives me a little bit of extra courage. I'll end up drinking to drown my sorrows. That's cute. Shame I'm not using Raleigh in this playthrough, because I could really use taking advantage of those support benefits. This is going to be the first time we're out of Tartaros. Are you excited, Elias? I guess. You guess? Glamorgen's a real pretty place. Way prettier than Tartaros, if you ask me. Water's clearer, the grains are greener. I'll admit, despite the circumstances, I'm looking forward to going back for a spell. What was it that got you to leave again? Tried to plunder the wrong ship and it went wrong? Ship? What are you on about? I've never been a sailor. Nah, but you know, this and that. Sometimes things just end up like that. Can't help life's twists and turns. That's a lot of words to say nothing at all. Ugh, hit and sunk. Good to see all that's happened hasn't put out the fire in you, big guy. You worry too much. I'm okay, see? You're more okay than the rest of us, if anything. Can't argue with that. Alright. And then just one more, which is Pluto up here. Do not stand behind me, woman. I'm right in front of you. The name's Kyra. Looks like I'm your new boss. My code of honor forbids me from harming women, but not from taking orders from them. Okay. Anyways, you seem like a decent archer. That's good. I was tired of being the only one. Don't let Theme know I said that. Alright, so... Huh? You're good. Any lesser warrior would have perished. Wait, did you just try to shoot at me? You were completely off, though. You have earned my respect. My bow is yours. Wait, I thought you were already on our side. Well, whatever. Your name's Pluto, right? It's good to have you. Well, he's exactly what I'd expected from somebody Apate recruited. I've seen multiple people refer to him as a Chunibyo, aka cringe. Alright. Let's see here. I mean, his speed and skill are good. Are they worth dropping somebody from the team good? That's debatable. I guess... I mean, Kairos has been getting his ass kicked a lot in... recently, and, you know... Pluto kind of fulfills the similar role to him, so I guess we'll start with that. Alright. As for weapons, Pluto can take the iron bow and I guess the longbow, because Kyra has Maelstrom. Do we have any other bows in the convoy? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Eupraxia, you're all set. Agari, I think you could use. Nicholas, we'll give you this. Armor Slayer, Hammer. Begonia, what's your con level? Like 14? Okay. So we'll give you these two weapons. Fungo. Bah. Lances, Iron Lance. Yeah, you're set. Okay. And then Phobos, I guess you can take the Zambato. I guess, I don't know if you'll... Actually, Lopez, have you gained sword rank? Yes, you are at D. So we can We'll start by selling this piece of crap, because I do not need it. Alright. And we get coins. And we get the rest of our coins sold. Antitoxin. Do I need this? I don't see myself using this too much. Alright, and then you can take the Zambato, and we'll also buy you one extra iron sword. Kyra, I think I'll actually buy you one extra iron bow as well. Vulnerary for 900. Oh, that's really not worth it if you ask me. I don't have hardly any of them myself. Get all. Actually, what is the magic stat of my soldiers looking like? Because you know what, Agari, you could use that firebrand. You know, I have an issue. I have issues with edgelords. Usually they act all cool and broody, but it comes off as rude and hiding your real nature. I mean, it's fine if, like, A, they have, you know, a good reason to be grouchy, and B, you know, they kind of, and also, like, it can be nice if we have, you know, sort of a thing where the game sort of calls them out for being, you know, not being super great. Okay, so this map here. This feels like it should be a secret, but I don't know. Heavy Builder can be enlightened. That is not a secret. That is just there for the heck of it. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we have a lot of armor in this map. Alright, Begonia, you go up front. Actually, no. If you, because Agari's the only one who can reach this guy with a sword to take him out. Okay. I gotta be honest, my head is kind of getting achy, and I don't know if I'm really feeling all that up to trying to try and play with that right now, and we've already done a whole bunch, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end stream here, and then on Saturday we'll pick back up with this game again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a part here. I know we didn't exactly get a whole lot done, you know, previously, but sometimes that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. I guess the only real thing I can do is I guess the only other thing I can really do is maybe give some of my characters who are in need of vulneraries from other people. Nicholas, I think you're good. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Yeah, we're gonna save and call it here. I don't like doing one chapter per, but yeah. Alright, see you later. Thank you, Matt. Yep, that's gonna be it for this time around. Bit of a shorter stream than usual, but all things considered, I don't really feel like... I don't really think I can do this chapter as effectively as I would like with my head currently aching, so we're gonna pass, and I will see you all
on Friday for more Sword of Heaven and Earth. And I will then see you on Sunday for more Hag and White. Or Saturday for more Hag and White. So, thank you all for coming. Take care, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye!